Hi guys. Um, so I am back for my second pick a pile reading and really intense about it today because I haven't done for such a long time. Haven't done it for such a long time, and there's some interesting topics that I really wanted to do. So okay, this is a really quirky one. I don't know how many people would really go for this, but then why not, right? I mean, let's see. So, this pick a pile is about the question we're asking here today is: am I telepathically or psychically communicating with the person I'm thinking about? Okay. So, of course, the person could be anybody. It could be a friend, it could be a romantic partner, it could be a colleague, or I don't know, whatever, you know, whoever you have in your line of sight. Are you psychically or intuitively or telepathically connecting with them? Yes or no? Right? Let's see what comes up. So in front of you are three files. File number one, two, and file number three. File number one is the blue stone. File number two is the gold stone. File number three is the aqua stone, right? So please pause your videos, think of the question: am I telepathically, intuitively connecting or communicating with my person, with the person I'm thinking about? And please choose your file and we'll start. Okay, let's start. Right. So, pile number one: are you communicating telepathically with your person? Let's see. So, pile number one is the blue stone. Triumphant success. Okay, so right off the bat, like Ace of Swords. This is Ace of Swords, which is the yes, it's clarity. But we'll look at the others. Ten of Fire. This is the Ten of Wands. Nine of Water, which is Nine of Cups. Sovereignty and spiritual awakening. All right, guys, please give me a minute. Okay, so I hope you guys can see the cards. Yeah, yeah, I think you can. I think that's good. So yeah, right off the bat, like the answer is yes, yes, pile one, you are telepathically, psychically, intuitively in touch with the person you are thinking about. Because, so I'm going to get into the explanation a little bit first. So I do feel that, you were at rock bottom, in terms of either your normal, regular life, or maybe your relationship would have ended with this person that you are thinking about, and it just didn't work out. And because Ten of Fire is Ten of Wands, which is, like the burden. There is a lot of burden. And almost dropping point here, and exhaustion. I think possibly this group, you guys might have really tried hard before to communicate telepathically, but somehow, the responsibilities um, kept you chained. The responsibilities you had in your life or in the world kept you chained. And not awakened, I feel. I think prior to this light bulb moment which happened, which was like a spiritual awakening of sorts. If that happened to you, that is what has brought you into this success at telepathically connecting with your person. I think, you were, for a lot of you, I think you were not at all um, in this entire belief or philosophy even of telepathic communication. You were very early. You were probably very, involved in your everyday life. For some of you, I feel the person you were thinking about, the relationship had become a burden. It kind of couldn't go on and it kind of died because I do sense an ending here because this is the sunset and this is a skull. So it ended, right? And so that is why you do need some communication after that because you are still probably attached to this person. You want to know. And I do feel some sort of spiritual awakening happened after this burdensome time. Some sort of spiritual awakening happened and you were launched, into success at communication, at telepathic communication, because I see this as a third eye as well as crown chakra. And this happened to you, which is what got you into this, success, which is what brought you into this clear communication. I sense with this file, you're very clearly communicating with the person that you want to communicate with, right? There is success, there is joy, there is serenity. You have, in fact, started very suddenly. I feel this communication happened very suddenly because of the spiritual awakening. So maybe some psychic powers came into you or awakened in you, okay? And that brought crystal clear psychic sight or intuitive sight. And you very rapidly progressed towards making contact with this person. Yeah. So, pile one, you are very successfully communicating or telepathically communicating, intuitively, psychically communicating with this person. And each day you get better. Each day you get more and more serene at it because this is the queen of the moon and she is the queen and the moon does rule your intuitive senses. So you are actually, if you aren't already there, you are very soon getting there because you have tapped into some sort of an unlimited potential, unlimited psychic sight. You have done that. And to me, the kind of psychic sight that I am seeing here seems to be um, sensing with the nine of water. I feel this style is very good at sensing telepathic contact with their person. It could be clairsentience. It could be, I sense for a lot of you, it's clairsentience that is going around. For some of you, I feel it is. Actually reading the person's mind with this triumphant success and with this spiritual awakening. This is very mental energy. So I think there is communication happening telepathically between you and your person, and that is bringing joy and a sense of being a unlimited being in you. There is some massive spiritual awakening that has happened and you are on your way to realizing your true origin. So this is not just about telepathic communication. I feel this is a lot about your spiritual awakening, your awakening to your origin of who you are, what you are as a soul, right? what you can do when you set your mind to it, when you have clear intentions, when you manifest what you want, you really get it. This is the card of wishes being fulfilled. You wanted this. You wanted this somewhere, whether it is with this person, whether the contact with this person is launching you into your own discovery of your own self. You have wanted this, Pile One, and that is why your wish is being fulfilled right now. It is. I sense for a lot of you this was very rapid. I mean, it was like a rapid awakening when all of a sudden you suddenly realize that you can do this, you are doing this, and then it led very rapidly, it accelerated into something so clear between you and this person that it's almost like, with the Nine of Cups, I'm seeing it's a constant communication, it's a flow of communication, of telepathic communication and insight and back and forth that is happening between you and this person. And this has led to you realizing yourself as a divine being, as a being of light, as a being who is unlimited, is not limited only to the earth plane, is limited to, beyond, is limited beyond earth, to dimensions, to realities, to worlds. I am sensing with this sovereignty card, I'm very clearly sensing, an ability that is either developing or has developed, uh, to actually travel dimensions, frequencies, worlds, to have a peek into the beyond, the unknown. You guys are very strong in your psychic side. You have had a huge spiritual awakening, and with that came this telepathic ability, your ability to telepathically communicate with the person or persons that you want, as well as the realization of your unlimited self, as well as a realization that as a soul, um, you are not limited only by the earth plane. You can traverse boundaries, you can traverse dimensions as well as realities. And this is a very significantly spiritual file. And I'm seeing extreme clarity of telepathic thought here. The zenith is what I'm getting. You are at the zenith of your psychic abilities. You are that clear. I don't know who picked this up, file one, but I would love to know who this is, because I'd love to know your adventures, because you have launched yourself into the unknown. You've kind of almost made your wishes come true. For some of you, I also feel this is about manifestation. Your intentions are so clear uh, that you are manifesting the fulfillment of your wishes, and you have become sovereign in this. You are a sovereign soul, a leader, in this entire macrocosm, I would say. I mean, I don't know how to exactly, microcosm, yeah, macrocosm. I think you are like a leader of sorts in this field of telepathy or intuitive or psychic senses. It was not always like that, but something triggered this off, an end of a phase, an end of a cycle, something cleared this off. Your own life is something I'm sure you would not at all, identify with now that you are, in this frequency, on this shortwave, and this broadband or whatever you want to call it, you have launched yourself, high, really, really high. And yes, you are very much, in telepathic contact, sentient contact, clairvoyant contact with your person. For a lot of you, the abilities that I'm seeing here, um, would be clairsentience first, clairvoyance, and claircognition also for some of you, as well as mental, emotional, spiritual telepathy with another person. You guys have sort of, like your psychic skills have exploded with this success. Whatever you were successful at doing, whatever you did, it has kind of really, launched you into your real self. And yes, you're very much telepathically in touch with the person that you are inquiring about. And I would want you to pay attention more to your visions, your senses, your clairsentience, and your telepathic abilities. You can enhance them, you can include more, I sense, you can include much more. For some of you, you could even go into trance states, you can go into manifestation, you can go into all of those things, right? Because you guys are very powerful in your abilities. Okay? Wow, great. So, with that, let's go to file number two. Okay, file number two. Right. File number two is the gold stone, solar plexus chakra, three of earth, growth, three of pentacles, two of earth, change, boundaries, and clarity. Okay, just give me a minute. Please excuse my dog. I think she's scratching. Okay, I hope you can see this. So, with file number two, very first thing that I'm seeing that, you guys, you have had a case of too much boundaries. Okay, you are either going through something like that, or you have gone through something like that. Uh, I sense that. With this boundaries card, some of you probably didn't believe in psychic phenomena. Some of you probably didn't believe, um, in telepathy or in psychic side. You were in a bubble of sorts. You were limited. I'm seeing her in a bubble. You felt things, yes. I'm seeing this more as clairsentience. You felt things, but somehow, you couldn't, um, you didn't believe. It just touched you like a wisp and vanished. So, I feel with this card, and I see a lot of number threes here, and three is like the God energy. Okay, one plus two is three. Clarity is another. Oh, this is seven actually. That's the most spiritual number. And solar plexus, that's another three, right? And three of earth, that's another three. So yeah, so I'm seeing a lot of this kind of energy. You always had the potential to communicate or to enhance your psychic abilities, pile two, but somehow, you know, you didn't probably believe it, or you were in such a situation or in such a place in your life that you couldn't really, concentrate on it or really, do anything about it. I feel you. you know, you're a very confident type of people. Like, I don't see any. I'm seeing this as practicality. You know, you were like very earthbound. I mean, very, very. Both of these cards are also pentacles, which is earth energy. So you're very grounded people, right? You have your boundaries, you have your set expectations, you have your set paradigms, your beliefs, what have you. And so, you never really believed that something like this existed, and nor did you focus your attention. I think on something like this. Now, I feel with the Two of Earth change, right? This card, something changed in your world, all right? Something broke your boundaries because Two of Earth or Two of Pentacles, if I see this, it's the sun and the moon, right? They're two starkly different aspects. You can take one as soul, you can take one as the unknown, you can take one as the known, you can take one as practicality, you can take the other as spirituality. Something sort of broke this bubble that you were in, and suddenly you had clarity. I feel. I think this is very rapid. I don't know why I'm sensing that something in your perception changed very drastically. Something happened to break this bubble and push you out of your boundary, push you out of your limitations. And once you were pushed out, you saw clarity. You were so super clear with these clear quartz crystals here, the cluster here. I'm sensing very high um, psychic insights coming in, and very soon. It's literally like you went beyond the duality. You went beyond the limitation of duality of the earth realm and tapped into the beyond. I don't know how this happened. It must have been something. I sense with the Three of Earth, which is the Three of Pentacles, that it is something to do with your life purpose. You were meant to do this, to actually get into this sort of area in your life. So, to answer the question, are you telepathically communicating with your person? Yes, very big yes. It's a constant communication. It is a constant communication, I sense. With this card here, with boundaries, you are the one having boundaries, but this person wanted to communicate with you very, very majorly because I'm seeing something coming from the moon and I sense this person as the moon. I feel that this person wanted to contact you, but you were limited. But something happened. Something happened, and it broke the shell, it broke the boundary, and now I feel you're in constant communication. You're on the same page. I sense this as I always see this Two of Pentacles as some sort of a yin and yang. Here in this card, also it's a yin and yang energy, kind of. It's like the eternity symbol here, and these two different aspects. So now you are in constant communication. For a lot of you, this is something romantic. I feel like a divine counterpart, a soul counterpart, a soulmate, a twin flame. And the telepathy between you guys is constant, clear. And I do sense this as not just telepathy, definitely telepathy is there. There's very clear communication. I sense this could even be clairaudience here. I feel that you are clairaudient, you are clairsentient, and you are also somewhere connected, via your chakras to this person because I'm seeing solar plexus, right? So it's possible you guys are twin flames, it's possible you're soulmates, and that's why this connection is, like always been there, has always wanted to be there, but you were closed off. But now that you're open, This connection has literally started as though there was no time wasted. I do sense both of you are on the same page in this connection. So I sense another thing that I sense with this file is that you guys might even be traveling dimensions, right? This is interdimensions. So maybe you have clairvoyance, and you are literally visiting each other either in your dreams or telepathically or through astral travel, astral projection, thought projection. I sense a lot of activity here. I do sense it's more than pile one. Pile one was more into their spiritual, psychic development. I think pile two is more about romance and connecting with your soulmate. And I see very, very active back and forth communication. That which was closed off at one point of time, I do sense that it's opened up very rapidly and very clearly with these cards. There is extreme clarity also, is what I'm seeing in your telepathic intuitive connection with this person. There is major clarity. Maybe because you guys are divine counterparts, maybe because you are on the same page somewhere. I also sense that with Three of Pentacles, you are just growing in this. It's like two and then three, right? And we do have a lot of threes here. So you're just on on level three of your connection with this person, and yet it's so clear. So as you progress, pile number two, I sense as you become more and more confident with your solar plexus, more and more confident with this connection, with this telepathic, intuitive sense or skill that you have, you are going to get massive amounts of clarity as time goes by. You will come to a point where you are at level 7 of the skill, and it's going to be very clear at that point of time. I sense with these crystals here, clear quartz. Clear quartz is for clarity, actually. It really is, and it's a number 7. So this is going to reach a very high level. It's a progression, I'm sensing. From 3 to 7, it's going to be a rapid progression, but you need to believe in this, right? I sense with this file that there is a hesitancy to believe in this sort of ability, in this sort of connection. Maybe because you are very practical people. We are seeing earth energy here, so maybe you guys have been very practical. I do suggest using clear quartz a lot if you want to enhance this ability of yours, if you want to make it stronger. I also suggest moon meditation here because that the moon is it rules psychic side, it rules telepathy and communication. So I feel that moon meditation would also help, but you need to believe, guys. All right. Doubts are not going to help because you are growing in this anyways. I mean, it is something that has happened. I don't know how it has happened or why it has happened. It's possible that a lot of times divine unions open up these abilities, and maybe love or maybe a strong soul bond has launched you into your psychic abilities, into your telepathic intuitive abilities, right? And now if you believe, it will grow, it will get clearer and clearer as time goes by. With the Three of Earth, I'm also seeing past life recall because it's like, you can see the plants, but you can see the roots of these plants, the seed, the roots going all the way in. So I think this is more like, you also have an ability to look into past lives here. That's coming in, not just for past lives of you, but you with this person, somewhere you're linked. You are very closely linked, pile 2, with this person that you are asking about. So yeah, you have very close, very rooted bonds with this person. You have an as above, so below sort of a connection with this person. And I sense that, the person that you're inquiring about is more comfortable with this communication, with this telepathy than you are. Because, like one is above, one is below. So literally, like, there is that duality there. Um, and I think they are more comfortable or more accepting of this connection than you are. You need to break your bubble or your armor of practicality and accept this. Be confident in this. Be confident in this relationship, I feel, to move towards clarity. Be confident about yourself, Don't limit yourself. Don't limit yourself. You are not someone just of the earth. A lot of you might not, like be with me on this, but then that's my belief. But we are not just of this earth. We are infinite, vast beings with, I don't know, like amazing experience of worlds beyond just the 3D plane. You need to stop, putting yourself in a cage. You need to believe in yourself, and your connection is going to grow exponentially once you believe in yourself. Your clarity in this connection, this telepathic connection, the clarity is going to come soon, rapidly. It's growing. It's growing. It might have seemed a little slow at first, but I feel in the future, the more you accept this, the more clarity you are coming into, the more communication you are coming into, because it's going to be very transparent between you and this person. You guys have nothing to hide. And in fact, I sense that there is a need to balance. There is a need to balance out your energies, to communicate, actually, to work towards something. Because you have such a, you know, um, such a rich past with this person. We are not going into the relationship part of it, but I sense you guys are very connected. There is clairsentience, there is clairvoyance, there is clairaudience, there is transversing dimensions, traveling dimensions, there's past life memories, there's telepathic communication, it's there's chakra integration, and there's a lot going on here in file number 2. So yes, yes, very much so. File number 2, you are in touch, you are communicating with the person you asked about, and it's going to grow very rapidly in the future. Just accept it. Just accept that this thing exists and stop limiting yourself, because you are connected. You are eternally connected. Whether you want to acknowledge this or not, you are connected. Okay? Now, let's go to file number 3. Okay, file number 3. With the Aqua stone, destiny, page of wands, son of fire, four of earth, that is four of pentacles, security, purity, personal power. Okay, pile number 3. Okay, so file number three. Are you communicating telepathically with your person? I sense. Okay, I sense you guys are a little scared. Okay, you are more earthy with this four of earth, four of pentacles. You're not somebody who believes in outlandish things like telepathy. I feel both of these are number four. You're very secure, stable people, and I think your power lies in being grounded. All right. Your power lies in being grounded, and you might have some sort of like a desire to connect, but I feel that you're so strong about your groundedness, about your personality, and the fact that maybe you don't want anybody to read your mind either, because it's like, I want my privacy, right? So everybody wants their privacy. Why would anybody want to read my mind, right? You guys are not believers in this, I feel, or even if you do believe somewhere, you don't want it. I don't sense pile number three wants it, okay? But there is potential. I think you're curious with the stage of fire. I think you guys, if you aren't yet curious, I feel you will get curious about it. You will. And once you do, it is in your destiny to connect not just to the person you ask about, but actually connect to, like it's literally seeing this like a world wide web, like a matrix or something like that. You can connect to so many people if you want, because you have very pure intentions. You have a purity of intention, and that can create miracles, in this realm, I feel. For a lot of you, I feel if you open to this, if you open, because this is, for some of you, it is like, it is in your destiny if you want it. If you really want it, it's in your destiny to develop this skill. But I feel that only if you want it. These things don't happen randomly. These things happen with intention, right? But you need to know that that code, that ability, that skill is there in you. You're just too earthbound. You're just, a little too much down to earth, or maybe guarded, or scared, or not believing of these abilities, pile three. But there is curiosity, and there is the tools, if I may say, the tools are very much there for you to actually develop this if you want. And when you develop this, I sense the kind of abilities you'll have are plenty. I'm seeing so many people here, so I'm seeing all kinds of psychic abilities might just, you might just be developing so many of them, or just one, which gives you access to many abilities, right? One main ability which gives you access to many. Um, with this purity, I'm also getting intentions, law of attraction manifestations. If you really want to, you know, add fuel to this curiosity of yours, of wanting to know more about this telepathic, skills, um, you will be able to manifest something very soon and very rapidly, because you are powerful. It's just that you're stuck on a certain level of belief, which doesn't allow you to progress beyond a certain point. I do feel with this page of wands that you do have, like these um, spontaneous intuitive insights, spontaneous telepathic messages. Like, for example, you might know when someone is going to call, or you might know when someone's going to message and then they do message, so you have this little sprout of that in you. It's probably happened to you also, but then you don't want to think about it. You are like, nah, I'm good where I am. I don't believe in all this stuff. I believe in my personal power, my personal security. What I see is what I get. I don't believe in all of this. Okay, but if you do want to believe, and that is obviously up to you, very much up to you, if you believe, you will achieve. Okay, I do sense with this file, there is telepathy that you have. There is, with this card, purity, I'm seeing a law of attraction work. I'm also seeing dimensional travel. I am seeing clairvoyance, visions, downloads. You guys can rapidly go from the page of fire to this purity card. And you need to really leave behind any kind of guardedness when you do that. Only then will you connect to your destiny. And your destiny is to actually, gather all these powers that you have innately within yourself. So to answer the question, are you communicating with your person, Palsi? You're not really communicating telepathically, but you're getting hits. Okay, you are getting telepathic hits. I don't know if you believe them though. Okay, and if you want to explore this area more, I do suggest you need to put away these, like cover your early eyes, so to say. Cover your early eyes. Get out of that protection, that overprotective stance or belief that you have, because really you have very powerful abilities. You're destined to even use them if you want. Um, but you need to know, you need to want it, right? I see, like I said, I see telepathy, I see contact with the beyond, like with departed souls. I'm seeing clairvoyance, visions. I'm seeing manifestation. You have a lot that is there, but you're sitting on it, pile three. So it's up to you, absolutely up to you. Some people are not comfortable exploring these things, so I leave it to you, okay? But you have the ability. But as of now, you're just getting random hits, maybe, which I don't know if you believe or not. But I feel the person you're inquiring about, they are definitely not that grounded. I do sense that. I feel they want to connect. They really want to. They probably believe about these things as well, believe in these things as well, and they're probably finding it a little tough to get through to you, or it could be vice versa also. You could be the one who is more into this belief. You could be the one who is, wanting to connect with very pure intentions and you believe it, but they, are a little stubborn about it, a little guarded about it. And always, telepathy works two ways. It's never a one-way street. So it's only when this person opens up that you guys will get connected. And I do sense an opening up somewhere, because I, either from your side or from their side, there is an opening up with the Son of Fire, with the Page of Wands, and then it is towards your destiny. So yeah, pile number three, please consider, reconsider whatever you want. It's there for you. This ability is there for you if you really want it. Okay, or vice versa. It's there for your person if they really want it. One of you wants it, one of you is guarded. So I feel that you guys need to come on the same page before this sort of, connects. All right, before this web connects. So maybe you guys need to wait till you figure it out or till they figure it out, and then you can start, and then you can pretty much, have a good time conversing, mind to mind, right? So I'm going to end with this interesting little file. Good insights I did have with this. So, yeah, I'm going to come back with more. Till then, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it resonated. Do let me know, which files you chose because this is my personal favorite topic. I'd love to know, what is it that you chose and what are your experiences, right? Till then, bye bye.